What up guys, this is Kong and I'm back again for another movie reviews for you guys. Today I'm gonna be talking about Molly's Game. To be honest with you guys, I thought Molly's Game was about drugs, and I thought she was a drug dealer, and she came up with the name of this drug and she called it Molly after her, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm down for this girl selling drugs, and she made this new drug. As you can tell, I didn't read the synopsis, so I just go by the title. I really should. I do read the synopsis. It's just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go in blindfolded, go and see for myself, because sometimes I like to be surprised. I like to be wow. I like to be dumbfounded. That's why sometimes I don't read the synopsis of the movie, because I want to know. I want to be surprised. I want to be shocked and awe. That's one of the reasons why I do it. So let's talk about the pros and the cons. And starting with the pros, I like Jessica Chastain, if I say that right, as Molly. She did believable. I bought her as Molly. I thought she was smart. She was intelligent. I mean, I guess it's the same. Smart, and I thought she was a really attractive lady, especially when she's wearing these, dress that were attractive, let's just say, or a little more on the edge of inviting, let's just say. I'm gonna leave it at that. I like Idris Elba's performance as Charlie Jeffrey. I like his performance just in the small spans that he had as a lawyer. I bought that he was a lawyer. I bought that he was an intelligent lawyer. I bought that he was a strategic and investigative lawyer. I bought it. I think he's probably his story is actually more interesting than Molly, to be honest. Even though this is about Molly's story in her life, I thought he was more interesting, to me at least. In his own story, and Molly was okay. I get this. The whole story about Molly is interesting too, but Molly as a character is not as interesting as Charlie Jeffrey's character, the person. So let's talk about. I like the point of view from Molly's point of view, because I like to see from a woman's point of view, because we see so many men's point of view. I'm kind of got enough of that, Like, I want to see different point of views from the woman's point of view and their aspect, and it was interesting. What I found out that as this movie show. She have emotions, she's have ambitions, she have goals, she have interest in money, she's a drug addict, you see her downfall, and this kind of hit me. It's like, what, women's are not different from men's. They have interests, and they have all the needs and wants as men, but the distinctive is that from the man's point of view and the woman's point of view, and how they go about doing things, how they resolve the issues, is what make men's and women's difference, and of resolving those issues. So I like that perspective. Like, getting to see the opposite sex point of view is enriching for me, at least. Like, oh, you know what, women do have flaws as men, and that's good to know. That's good to know that they're just as flawed as us, and that we should respect that. Take that as a note, guys. And then Molly hosting the unregulated poker game. I thought that was slightly interesting. She meeting different celebrities and people. I thought that was kind of cool, interesting. Yeah, I it's like, oh, it's cool. Like, okay, I buy it. Molly's. I find that Molly's plead guilty at the end. I thought she wouldn't budge, but she did. And she's like, what? Let me retract that. She wouldn't give in. And at first she wouldn't give in, but then she said, what? I'm gonna plead guilty because I don't want to lose my name. That's who I am. And I'm like, damn girl, you representing. So I was like, okay, you know what? She got my respect at the end. I'm like, all right, you know what? You good. You and me, we good. So, and the thing was like, when she pleaded guilty, I'm reading a spoiler here for you guys, but she got a slap on the wrist pleading guilty, and she didn't go to jail. And I'm like, she took the biggest gamble ever on her life, more than all those money that she had out, she loaned out. So it's like, damn, she bet this, and the judge gave her a slap on the wrist, and she was actually a free woman. So I thought that was like, wow, it's just like this girl, you know, knew I guess she knew what you say, the risk, you know, and the gain. So she took the risk and she paid a little fine, and she came out all right at the end. So let's talk about the con. The intro of Molly, you know, her academic, her ski careers, her father's and mother, it flew me. I mean, it didn't flew over me, but it was like, it was quick. It was like, done. And you're like, what the fuck? And we're supposed to, one, be attached to her. Two, have an emotional attachment. I got emotional attachment for her. It just blew out. That's the only reason. That's the reason I didn't really give this movie a high rating, because I didn't feel the attachment for her. I didn't feel for her sadness. I didn't feel for her happiness. I didn't feel for her downfall. I mean, I feel for her at the end, but like at the beginning, the middle, and toward the end, I didn't really feel the attachment for her. I feel like she was not interesting. I feel like she was didn't really capture my intention, you know, as a character, as a person. I feel it's almost, I don't like to use this word, and not an insult to her or the woman who is based on it. Feel kind of blonde. I wish there was more performance, more not charisma, but more personality. I guess that's what I'm looking. Like Idris Elba, he give the character personality, a little nuance about this character. Molly, on the other side, she's kind of blonde. She's kind of tasteless in a way. So that's why I said Charlie Jeffrey is actually a more interesting character than Molly, because of the personality and the actor who portrays it and express the characters in ways that you buy it, you know. There's not much lessons or growth for Molly. The movie actually tell you that. It's like she doesn't really know where to go after this. It's just like, I guess she's just a lost soul, you know, maybe. She's a smart, intelligent woman than you think intelligent people would actually learn from their lessons. There's not really some lesson growth here. She's really an adaptive person, no doubt about that. Does she learn from her lesson? I don't know. I can't tell, you know. There's no life threatening. The only life threatening, or two life threatening, is one, she might be killed by the Russian mafia, and two, she got beat up by this guy. That was life threatening. But other than that, I should say third, she could go to jail for I don't know, X number of years. So, you know, you don't have that overbearing threat over her shoulder, you know. So that's why it kind of loses, you can say, gravity on her, you know. So on that final note, I'm gonna give this movie a 5 out of 10. I would say watch it if you have the time. You don't have to watch it. You don't have the time. It's one of those movies. It's kind of like on the fence. It's not bad. It's not good. It's right in the middle. It does deliver something. It does not deliver on something. I wish it could have been better, to be honest with you guys, because I really liked the story. As Molly, as a character and her downfall, her ups and downs. I really like it, but it was just I was not involved with her. It's because I did not have the attachment to her. Emotional attachment, I should say. So again, guys, 5 out of 10. And most importantly, I want to thank you so much for your time and effort to watching my movie review. I really appreciate it. You do not know how much I do. Most importantly, please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and browse my YouTube channel, guys. It's a lot of content there for you guys to check out. Please do. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.